Have you ever wished you could have more plants without spending a fortune? Or maybe you've fallen in love with a rare plant and want to multiply it? Well, you're in the right place. Today, I'm sharing the ultimate guide to propagating your favorite houseplants. Propagation isn't just about growing more plants. It's a journey, a passion, and a way to connect with nature on a deeper level. And trust me, once you start, you won't want to stop. I still remember my first time propagating a plant. It started as a simple experiment to grow new plants from cuttings, but soon it turned into a full-blown passion. Not only did I save money, but I also created a home full of thriving greenery, all from a few snips and water-filled jars. And the best part? It's eco-friendly. Propagation reduces the need to buy new plants, cutting down on plastic pots and transportation emissions. It's a simple yet powerful way to contribute to a greener planet. And I'm not alone. So many plant lovers worldwide have embraced propagation, forming a community that shares tips, tricks, and their plant journeys. It's a myth that propagation is only for expert gardeners. But nope, anyone can propagate plants, even beginners. You don't need fancy equipment, just the right method and a little patience. Now that you're excited about propagation, let's talk about how to do it. There are many ways to propagate plants, but the best method depends on the type of plant and your personal preferences. Like water propagation is great for pothos, philodendron, and monsteras. Soil propagation is best for succulents and snake plants, whereas sphagnum moss propagation is ideal for aroids like Alocasia, anthuriums, and philodendrons like pink princess, or more rare varieties. LECA, lightweight expanded clay aggregate, is great for semi-hydroponic propagation and reducing rot. Root division method is perfect for plants like peace lilies, snake plants, calatheas. And air layering, which is for more advanced propagators, works well for rubber plants and fiddle leaf figs. Even I have not tried air layering. I am stick to other more simpler propagation methods, but soon I will try this on one of my Ficus elastica. Each method has its pros and cons, but don't be afraid to experiment and find what works best for you. Before you start, let's talk tools. While propagation can be as simple as cutting and placing a stem in water, a few tools can make the process easier and more successful. Sharp scissors or pruners for clean cuts, glass jars or propagation stations for water propagation, sphagnum moss to hold moisture while allowing airflow, LECA for a semi-hydroponic environment, and humidity domes or plastic bags to retain moisture for sensitive cuttings. There's a common myth that you need expensive rooting hormones for successful propagation. While rooting hormones can help speed up root growth, many plants propagate just fine without them. You can even use natural alternatives like honey or cinnamon for antifungal benefits. Most of the time, I use cinnamon powder for propagation. Now, let's propagate some plants together. I'll show you how to propagate 4 of my favorite houseplants using different methods. First, let's talk about pothos water propagation. Cut a vine just below a node. Place it in water, ensuring nodes are submerged. Keep in bright, indirect light and change water weekly. Roots appear in 2 to 4 weeks. Next up, let's talk about snake plant propagation using leaf cuttings and soil. First, cut a healthy leaf into sections. Then let it dry for a day to prevent rot. Finally, plant it in well-draining soil and water sparingly. People think that sphagnum moss and LECA are too complicated for beginners. Actually, both are beginner-friendly. Sphagnum moss helps retain moisture without rotting roots, and LECA provides excellent oxygen flow, making it a low-maintenance alternative to soil. For propagating philodendrons using sphagnum moss, first moisten the moss and place it in a container. Then, take a cutting with a node and wrap the node in the moss. Keep the humidity high by covering it with a plastic dome. Once the roots are strong, you can transfer it to soil or LECA. Sphagnum moss has become my favorite for propagating philodendrons and Alocasia. Recently, I have propagated many Alocasia corms in sphagnum moss. Aglaonema, also known as the Chinese evergreen, can be propagated using LECA. First, take a healthy corm or cutting. Then rinse and soak the LECA for a few hours. Place the cutting in a net pot filled with LECA, making sure the water level stays below the cutting. Keep an eye out for new roots and leaves before transferring it to a permanent pot. My Aglaonema lipstick was kept in water for at least 2 months. but it didn't root. So I decided to shift it to LECA, and within a few days, roots grew. I really find LECA helpful in fast rooting. Root division is a great method for plants like the peace lily, calathea, anthuriums, and many other plants. Simply remove the plant from its pot, gently separate the sections, and repot them individually. For air layering, which works well with rubber plants, make a small cut, pack it with sphagnum moss, wrap it with plastic, and wait for roots to grow. Propagation is all about patience and care, but the reward is seeing new life grow from a simple cutting. Even the best propagators face challenges, so here are my top tips for success. Provide the right conditions. Bright, indirect light is best. Avoid overwatering. Too much water can cause root rot. Humidity matters. Cover sensitive cuttings to retain moisture. And be patient, some plants take weeks to root. Sometimes we think that if a cutting isn't growing roots, it's dead. But not necessarily. Some plants take longer to root. Try changing the method. Switch from water to sphagnum moss or increase humidity to give it a better chance. And if you ever get stuck, drop a comment below. I'm always happy to help. Propagation is more than just a technique. It's a way to deepen your connection with plants, save money, and share the joy of gardening with others. So, I challenge you, grab a plant, take a cutting, and start propagating today. If you enjoyed this guide, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more plant care tips. Happy propagating, and I'll see you in the next video.